So first and foremost, thank you for letting me interview you. Thank you for letting me be in your space. So let's start from the beginning. Let's start at the top. How did you get the name Club Bum?
Bet. Well, first, more thanks to you. You know what I mean? Because you're the one who initiated it. You know what I mean? It's like that 1+1 type shit. And the meaning of Club Bum, how I originated, I'm glad you asked this question. I really don't get a chance to really talk about it. I'm one of those type, if you don't ask, I really won't tell. And shit, so it was back in 2009. Like me growing up like in high school, like I was an OD sneakerhead, like everybody was and shit. But there was this one dude named Voicebox, Raymond. Shout out to Raymond. From the hood in Gun Hill. He used to live over by Mosholu area. Known for being the best sneakerhead in the whole community, bro. He had like over like 800 pairs of sneakers and shit, like rooms full of sneakers and shit like that. So whenever he would come to me and be like, "Yo, Justin, shit is fly, whatever, whatnot," and like congratulate me and give me praise stuff, I'd be like, "Oh shit!" I'd be mad. I was always inspired by that. I always got admired by that. You know what I mean? Cause like every day, no lie, he would come outside. He would come to the park with a tank top, basketball shorts, beat up Air Force Ones. Every fucking day. But no one could say anything to him because he had more sneakers than you know, so he could afford to, and that changed kind of blew my perspective growing up. I'm like, wow, he could come out here, but nobody could say anything to him because they knew his value, or they knew the value that he got, you know, regardless. So that kind of sparked something in my young mind. So left high school, was starting like culinary arts in college. So I still wanted to like have like something that I needed for myself, like start a business for myself creatively, you know. So I kind of added the whole, once I had a sneaker store and the outside was like totally grimy, bummy, trashy, you walk past it, but on the inside, luxurious, elevated, magnificent. You know what I mean? So that kind of inspired the whole Club Bum mentality or the name, you know, because I kind of wanted to start it as a sneaker store, you know. So, but then like my mind started getting more sharper. I started opening my mind more, opening my heart more. I started seeing more within the outside. That kind of like influenced me. My experience started gaining more experience. I pitched him the idea. He was like, "Yo, I love the idea, but this is all you, bro. Like, you gotta take this." You know what I mean? So, and the fact that he gave me that energy, you know, like that kind of like gave me more spark to like, let me take this more serious. You know what I mean? So I kind of embodied the whole Club Bum as far as like partially, especially being inspired from him. You know what I mean? It's like, people will walk by us and not know our true value. You know what I mean? So that kind of like gave me the whole concept of Club Bum. Like, let me take this to like do like a nonprofit. That's how I started to do it. I started as a clothing line, then I started as a nonprofit. Then I just took it as like, let me just be as my art brand and just take it from there. Because at that point, I was doing too many things at once. Culinary school, graphic designing, learning more about art. Then I got into teaching and working in Harlem Chill Zone. Then taught myself how to sew. I learned how to sew from my girl I was dating at that time and stuff like that. So I was doing so many things at once. Then when my coach was like, focus on one thing, conquer that. And once you master that, you can open any door you want to all the ideas and hobbies that you want to venture off into. So I was like, let me just focus on the art, because I always had a good background in art. Let me just take everything and just embody everything that I am and everything that I vision into Club Bum and me as an artist. You know what I mean? So that's how I kind of developed. Like the Club Bum, like we are all walking billionaires on a manifestation. You know what I mean? Because a lot of us, we walk by each other, and this is a stigma too that we all grew up with. Whether it's you get this shit in your household, sometimes you get treated like a bum. In school, shit, you know them school experience, nigga. If you don't got the latest trendiness, you don't got the 7 jeans, nigga, you don't got the Jordans, my nigga, you a bum ass nigga, bro. That's how I was when I was growing up. And you got outcasted, you know what I mean? In your job work field, you know, sports, you know what I mean? You could go to the park and nigga could come up with a pair of jeans on. You're like, look at this bum ass nigga. Turns out the nigga comes out and busts your ass and shit. You're like, oh shit, this nigga's dumb nice. You know what I mean? Then your perspective has changed because you see the value in him. You know what I mean? So I wanted to stick with that club bum as a stereotype oxymoron to help us break out of that stigma and that notion of judging others and not seeing the true value of ourselves. You know what I mean? Because all it is just a reflection of ourselves. You know, if I don't see the value in myself, I'm not going to see the value in you. You know what I mean? That's going to be fucking goddamn impossible. You know what I mean? So if I inspire everybody that I am valuable and you are valuable too, like you are money, I am money. You know what I mean? So that will create more of a richer environment. You know what I mean? So that's my whole notion in creating Club Bum. And then to be an example, like towards who I am as I'm growing as a man within this world, as well as everybody else. And that to be a reflection, you know what I mean, of my art as well.